Hi people, it's Archivist here, and today I want to talk about the choices we are given with today's consoles. Fundamentally, the Xbox One, the Wii U and the PlayStation 4 are three very similar machines. There are points of distinction, yes, such as Kinect and the Wii U gamepad, but essentially they are all fulfilling the same primary task: playing games. The manufacturers of these machines, Microsoft, Sony and Nintendo, know that people are buying these consoles for their games, and therefore an artificial distinction is made between the trio in the form of exclusives. If you decided to buy a console this Christmas, chances are you made your decision based on what games each of them offers. If you love Halo, you might have gone for the Xbox One. If you enjoy Mario games, you probably went with the Wii U, and if you're looking forward to Uncharted like me, you might have chosen the PlayStation 4. It's long been accepted that consoles will have exclusives, but consider for a moment, if you will, a hypothetical scenario. For one reason or another, console sales drop for two of these three companies, to the point where they become unprofitable. Reluctantly, the unlucky two companies decide to cease creating their respective consoles, but they do continue to make their games. In effect, they are now just software companies. For the sake of argument, let's say the PS4 is the last one standing, but understand I am being completely arbitrary in this choice. Having gone the way of Sega, Microsoft and Nintendo are now making their games for the PlayStation 4, and maybe even the PC where appropriate. At this point in the hypothetical scenario, choice is no longer an issue for the consumer. No longer would you need to buy one console and worry about missing out on the exclusives of another. No longer would there be pointless squabbles about which console is the best. No longer would you need to buy multiple consoles to get the latest and greatest games. It sounds great initially, but there is one major problem with this seemingly idealistic scenario. Without any competition, what incentive would Sony have to make the PlayStation the best it can be? Sure, new versions of the PlayStation would come out, but only small incremental changes would be necessary. After all, people wouldn't have any other option. The console's pricing would inevitably go up, as there would be no reason to undercut rivals. Sony may even decide to stop producing first-party titles altogether, as they would no longer be worth the investment. Games like Uncharted, God of War, Killzone and others may disappear, or at least become inferior products. The point I am trying to get across here is that competition is a necessary evil. As compelling as it is to rally behind our console of choice and denounce and ridicule all others, it's important to remember something. It's competition that keeps these companies on their toes. It's competition that compels them to do better.